Hello participants, welcome to the next module on role of statistics in machine learning. In this module, we are going to discuss about the statistics and the role of statistics in machine learning process. In the last three modules, we covered about lot of aspects about AI and machine learning. When we studied about machine learning, we slowly understood that we finally need to analyze the data. And to analyze the data and identify patterns from the past data, you need to have a bit of statistical techniques to be applied on it. So from that point of view, statistics is something which is very important for machine learning. So in this first session, let's understand what exactly the role that is being played by statistics. When I say statistics, it is usually scary, isn't it? So we all have gone through statistics classes in our UG, in our schools, and every time when somebody tells us that okay, they're going to teach statistics, actually we are scared. So I would like to tell you that in this module, don't worry too much about statistics. I'm going to touch upon the very basic functional side of statistics. And I'm not going to take you too much onto the technical side, but I've carefully drawn a line whereby you understand the basics of statistical techniques, some of the popular techniques in this course, so that you're able to take it back and apply it in the real world. At least you should be able to connect the dots of why statistics is needed and how statistics is applied. So when you search for machine learning in Google, you'll only find two broad types of articles. One is something like completely related about equations, talking about statistics, determinants, matrices, all these things you'll be seeing it as one set of articles. The second set of articles is more about how AI is making a difference and all the stuff, correct? We don't find anything in between which could really make us understand more about machine learning and how it is getting applied in the real world, as well as the statistics and how it is being helpful in analyzing the data to solve the real world problems. So these are the two extremes that we find in the market today. So our course is carefully taking a line in between the two, whereby you understand the importance of AI and machine learning, and also you understand certain statistical techniques which will actually help you to solve the problems. The probability and statistics are two important points which are governing the machine learning process. In fact, in our previous sessions, we would have discussed about how Ada Lovelace talks about mathematics and how she believes that the whole world is full of numbers. Everything and anything can be put across as numbers, and we just have to find the relationship between those numbers. And also, we saw Thomas Bayes talking about probability theorem and how Bayes theorem is making a difference in the machine learning world. So machine learning is an interdisciplinary field that uses statistics, probability, algorithms to learn from data and provide insights which can be used to build intelligent applications. And both probability and statistics are very much related areas of mathematics which concern themselves with analyzing the relative frequency of events. The probability deals with predicting the likelihood of future events, while statistics involves the analysis of frequency of the past events. This is how both probability and statistics are playing a role. On one end, the machine learning, when we call it as the world of prediction machines, the machine learning is using the data, that is the past data, to predict about the future. That is nothing but the likelihood of a future event, where probability is getting used. But to understand the patterns in the historical data, which is the first step, we use statistics because it analyzes the frequency of the past events. So we have multiple types of statistics which can be used to understand this better. So machine learning and statistics are two tightly related fields of study. You can't say that okay, I know machine learning but I do not know statistics. If you want to have a complete picture of what is happening in machine learning, you need to have some basic understanding of statistics at least. It is so much so that statisticians refer to machine learning as applied statistics or statistical learning. That is, you are trying to apply the statistics so that you derive results out of it. And statistics is helping you to learn, helping the machine to learn rather than a computer science centric name. Machine learning is more of a computer science centric name, right? But if you ask a statistician, he will talk about this as a statistical learning machine. So, just to refresh the basics of what we have learned in the past from our school days and college days, what is statistics? It is a subfield of mathematics. It refers to a collection of methods for working with data and using data to answer the questions. So I have a set of data points. Is there a way that I can analyze this data and find out some kind of hidden insights which can help me to answer some of the questions? That is what I am trying to make use of statistics. So when it comes to statistical tools that we use in practice, it can be helpful to divide the field into two large groups of methods. Descriptive statistics, which is actually helping you to summarize data and describe it. Let's say, for example, I have millions of records which I want to analyze it. The data that is being fed into a machine for learning purpose. If I want to summarize the data and see what kind of data I have, I will use descriptive statistics. Inferential statistics. It is about drawing conclusions from the samples of data I have. So it is about extrapolating the results. That is, I have sample data. Can I understand the distribution of this sample data? Can I understand what is there in this data? What kind of insights are there? So that I can derive conclusions from it about the larger population. So you need both descriptive and inferential statistics to understand more about data. So if I look at the popular definitions of statistics, I want to give you two broad definitions. One is this. It is the art of making numerical conjectures about puzzling questions. The methods were developed over several hundred years by people who are looking for answers to their questions from the data that is available. So statistics is nothing but you're trying to make numerical conjectures about the puzzling questions, the questions for which you want to find answers for. So from the data that is available, can I pull inferences, can I pull insights with the help of statistical tools and techniques? That is what statistics is all about. If I have to put it in plain English, this is the second definition I want you to learn. Statistics allows researchers to collect information or data from a large number of people and then summarize their typical experience. This is nothing but the descriptive statistics if I have to connect it to the past. Statistics is also used to reach conclusions about general differences between groups. Statistics can also be used to see if scores on two variables are related and to make predictions. So these are some of the plain statements which I can use to help you understand what is statistics. In fact, you can get a feel of it like how this statistics can be used on data to get the desired results. Why do we need to learn statistics if I want to know machine learning? Because for data processing and for data analysis, you need statistics. The raw observations are just plain data. They are not information or knowledge, isn't it? So data raises questions such as what is the most common or expected observation? Now can you connect this with mean median mode, the statistics that we had studied long time back? Same way, what are the limits on the observations? Do you have any limit? Do you have any outliers? Do you have any missing values? So these are some of the questions that you would like to know. And what does the data look like? If somebody is giving me data to find insights out of it, first of all, I need to understand what is the data all about. So I will try to describe the data first of all and try to detail it out so that I can analyze it better and I can derive better insights out of this whole data set that is available with me. Although they appear simple, these questions must be answered in order to turn raw observations into information that we can use and share. So beyond raw data, we may design experiments in order to collect observations. From these experimental results, we can have more sophisticated questions, such as which variables are more relevant. That is, if I have to use it, the machine learning terminology, which features are more relevant? What is the difference in the outcome between two experiments? When you play around with the features, when you play around with the learning methodologies, what is the outcome? What is the difference between the two outcomes? Are the differences real or the result of the noise in the data? That is something you should be aware of. And questions of this type are very important because the results matter to the project, to the stakeholders, and to effective decision making. So statistical methods are required to find answers to the questions that we have about data. So to summarize, where does statistics fall in? If I want to understand what machine learning is, this is a popular Venn diagram that you will find in the market. So with the help of the domain expertise, you are actually identifying the data that you may need to solve the problem. Now I have to do data analysis where I will make the use of bit of mathematics and statistics. So to analyze this particular data and to do this data analysis on the data set that is available, ideally you will have the data set in a computer. So you have to apply statistics on the data that is stored in a computer in a table that is in database. For that, you need computer science, which will actually give you a programming language like R or Python, which will help you to write program to pull data from the business point of view, and thereby you can apply statistics on top of the data. So the statistics is playing a bigger role in this whole aspect. You need to understand the role played by every circle in this diagram. What is the role of computer science, what is the role of statistics, and what is the role of business or domain expertise? So all three you need to gain. Only then you will have good exposure towards data science and machine learning. So this is where statistics is playing a role. I hope you have learned something new in this section. If you have any questions, please write to us so that we can answer it for you. Thank you for your time today.